The Church of the Black Flame is more than just a spiritual or occult movement, it is a path for those seeking deeper understanding and transformation beyond the confines of traditional religious doctrines. This enigmatic society has long intrigued those who yearn for an alternative approach to spirituality, one that embraces both light and darkness, creation and destruction, as necessary forces for growth. The Church's teachings revolve around the concept of the black flame, a symbol of inner power, enlightenment, and the pursuit of hidden knowledge. For its adherents, the black flame represents the potential within every individual to rise above limitations, challenging them to unlock their true selves through rigorous self-reflection and spiritual discipline. The Church of the Black Flame emerged from a rich history of mystical traditions that sought to challenge the status quo of spiritual thought. Its origins trace back to the shadowy corridors of history, where secret gatherings took place under the cover of night. These early gatherings, often whispered about in fearful tones, were led by key figures driven by the desire to uncover deeper truths about the universe and the self. One such figure was Alaric Sothis, a 17th-century philosopher who believed that the true essence of human existence lay in embracing both the creative and destructive aspects of the soul. He once declared, "To know oneself, one must confront the abyss within." His teachings laid the groundwork for what would become the Church of the Black Flame, emphasizing the need to balance the forces of light and dark to achieve true enlightenment. The cultural and spiritual environment during its emergence was marked by a growing disenchantment with orthodox religious structures. Many sought refuge in secret societies and mystical movements that promised more personal and transformative spiritual experiences. The Church of the Black Flame provided an avenue for these seekers, offering a blend of ancient wisdom and radical new philosophies. The organization drew heavily from various esoteric and occult traditions, infusing its practices with elements from Gnosticism, Hermeticism, and Satanism. Each of these traditions contributed uniquely to the Church's foundation. Gnosticism, with its emphasis on hidden knowledge and the duality of spirit and matter, resonated deeply with the Church's ideology. The Gnostic belief that salvation comes through esoteric wisdom rather than faith in a divine intermediary mirrored the Church's focus on personal enlightenment. Hermeticism offered a framework of magical practices and philosophical insights that emphasized the unity of all things and the pursuit of spiritual ascent. The Hermetic axiom, as above, so below, as within, so without, became a central tenet for Church members, guiding their rituals and meditations. Satanism, particularly in its early forms, provided a rebellious stance against the dominant religious narratives. The Church of the Black Flame, however, reinterpreted these elements to focus on self-empowerment and the rejection of external moral constraints imposed by societal norms. Together, these influences helped shape the Church's unique identity, blending ancient wisdom with a defiant, forward-thinking approach. As we explore further, we'll uncover how these teachings were not only theoretical but also deeply practical, shaping the lives of those who sought to ignite the black flame within themselves. At the heart of the Church lies the powerful symbol of the black flame itself. This flame represents more than just a mystical emblem, it is a pillar of personal enlightenment, inner power, and individuality. Unlike traditional religious doctrines that often emphasize submission to an external deity, the Church encourages its adherents to turn inward, seeking the divine spark within themselves. The black flame is believed to ignite the path towards self-deification, where each individual has the potential to become their own God. This philosophy teaches that true enlightenment comes from recognizing and cultivating one's unique strengths, desires, and willpower. The flame symbolizes the inner light that, when nurtured, can illuminate the darkest corners of the soul, guiding one to transcend limitations imposed by society or religious dogma. Unlike the promises of salvation through faith or external grace found in many conventional religions, the Church of the Black Flame posits that personal transformation and empowerment are achieved through one's efforts and introspection. This radical shift from external worship to internal growth marks a significant departure from traditional spiritual paths, offering a more autonomous and self-directed approach to enlightenment. The Church holds a distinctive view of duality, particularly in its interpretation of good and evil. While mainstream religions often categorize these forces into rigid binaries, good being associated with light and evil with darkness, the Church rejects such simplistic moral divisions. Instead, the Church teaches that good and evil are not absolute concepts but rather complementary forces that coexist within every individual. This duality is essential for balance, growth, and understanding. The Church's philosophy is that denying the darker aspects of the self leads to imbalance and spiritual stagnation. By embracing both the light and dark within, one can achieve true harmony in self-awareness. In the Church's view, light represents clarity, order, and creation, while darkness embodies mystery, chaos, and destruction. Both are necessary for the full expression of life and the universe. The Church sees the individual as a microcosm of this universal balance, encouraging members to integrate these forces within themselves rather than suppressing or vilifying one over the other. This approach allows followers to confront and harness their inner shadows, turning potential weaknesses into sources of strength. By acknowledging and accepting the dual nature of existence, the Church of the Black Flame offers a path to authentic living, where personal freedom and self-mastery replace the constraints of conventional morality. This nuanced understanding of duality empowers individuals to navigate the complexities of life with a more profound sense of purpose and agency, ultimately leading to a more enriched and liberated existence. Through the Black Flame, followers are reminded that within every challenge lies an opportunity for growth, and within every shadow, a light waiting to be uncovered. The Church places great emphasis on ceremonial rites, which serve as pivotal moments for members to connect deeply with the Black Flame and their inner divinity. Among the most significant of these rituals is the invocation of the Black Flame. This ceremony is a profound act of calling upon the inner power and awakening the divine spark within each individual. During this ritual, participants typically gather in a darkened space, often illuminated by the soft glow of black or white candles. They chant specific invocations that are designed to focus the mind and summon the energy of the Black Flame. The purpose of this ritual is to ignite self-awareness and strengthen the will, allowing participants to feel more attuned to their inner power and the universe's vast energies. Another important ritual is the rite of self-empowerment, which symbolizes the shedding of societal constraints and the embrace of one's true nature. This rite often involves symbolic actions such as breaking chains or stepping into a circle of light, representing liberation from external control and a commitment to personal growth. Participants are encouraged to make declarations of their intent to pursue their path with courage and determination. The symbolism behind these ceremonies lies in reinforcing the core philosophy of the Church, that power and enlightenment come from within. These rituals are not merely theatrical, they are deeply personal and transformative experiences. They are designed to foster a sense of unity with the inner self and the larger cosmic forces that the Black Flame represents, helping members align with their purpose and inner strength. Beyond the grandeur of ceremonial rites, the Church of the Black Flame encourages its members to engage in daily practices that help maintain a connection to their inner power. These practices are simple yet profound, focusing on meditation, personal reflection, and magical workings. Meditation plays a crucial role in fostering clarity and focus. Members are taught to meditate daily, often visualizing the Black Flame within their core, growing stronger with each breath. This practice helps in silencing the noise of the outside world, allowing individuals to tap into their inner wisdom and guidance. Personal reflection is another key discipline. Members are encouraged to spend time each day contemplating their actions, thoughts, and emotions. This practice is aimed at promoting self-awareness and understanding one's motivations and challenges. By consistently engaging in reflection, members can identify areas of growth and reinforce their commitment to self-improvement. Magical workings, though more advanced, are also integral to the daily life of committed members. These include small rituals, such as lighting candles or creating sigils that symbolize personal goals or intentions. The act of engaging in these magical practices reinforces the belief in one's ability to shape reality through focused intention and effort. The combination of these daily practices helps members foster spiritual growth and maintain the empowerment gained through the Church's teachings. By regularly engaging in these disciplines, individuals cultivate a stronger connection to their inner flame, ensuring that the principles of the Church are not just theoretical but lived experiences that guide their everyday lives. Through consistent practice, members can expect to experience a gradual but profound transformation, leading to a life marked by greater clarity, purpose, and personal power. The Church maintains a hierarchical structure designed to provide guidance and leadership while fostering a sense of community and shared purpose. At the pinnacle of this hierarchy is the high priest or priestess, who acts as the spiritual leader and the primary interpreter of the Church's doctrines. This figure is often seen as a beacon of the black flame's wisdom, guiding members through their spiritual journeys and ceremonial practices. Supporting the high priest or priestess is the Council of Elders, a group of seasoned and respected members who have demonstrated profound understanding and dedication to the Church's teachings. The council assists in governance, ensuring that the teachings remain aligned with the core principles of the Church. They also play a critical role in mentoring newer members and overseeing the progression through the different levels of the organization. Leadership within the Church is determined by a combination of spiritual insight, dedication, and the ability to embody and impart the teachings of the black flame. Members who show exceptional growth and leadership qualities will be invited to join the council or take on other leadership roles. This process is designed to ensure that leaders are not only knowledgeable but also deeply connected to the spiritual essence of the Church. Becoming a member of the Church of the Black Flame is a gradual process that begins with a strong interest in the Church's philosophy and rituals. Prospective members usually start by attending open gatherings or ceremonies to observe and understand the Church's practices. The formal journey begins with an initiation rite, a symbolic ceremony where the individual is welcomed into the fold and commits to exploring the teachings of the Black Flame. This rite often involves a pledge of intent and may include a personal reflection period where the initiate meditates on their goals and their connection to the Church's beliefs. After initiation, members are encouraged to engage deeply with the teachings through study and practice, advancing at their own pace. As they grow in understanding and commitment, they may take part in deeper levels of ritual and responsibility, eventually reaching higher statuses within the Church. Membership comes with specific expectations and responsibilities. Members are expected to uphold the ethical guidelines of the Church, which emphasize self-improvement, honesty, and respect for the spiritual journey of others. Community involvement is also encouraged, whether through participating in ceremonies, assisting in rituals, or mentoring newer members. This structured path ensures that members not only gain spiritual insights but also contribute meaningfully to the collective strength and wisdom of the Church. Through this journey, they are expected to evolve into individuals who embody the principles of the Black Flame, serving as both students and custodians of its profound teachings. The Church has long been subject to public scrutiny, shaped by a mix of misunderstandings, stereotypes, and media portrayals. Many view the Church through a lens of fear or suspicion, often associating its esoteric practices with dark arts or nefarious intentions. This perception is amplified by its emphasis on individual empowerment and rejection of traditional moral binaries, which can be unsettling to those accustomed to conventional religious frameworks. Media depictions frequently lean towards the sensational, portraying the Church as a secretive and potentially dangerous cult. This narrative is far from the reality experienced by its members, who see the Church as a sanctuary for personal growth and enlightenment. The Church's symbols, particularly the Black Flame, are often misconstrued as representing evil or malice, when in fact they symbolize inner strength, wisdom, and self-mastery. Instances of controversy have arisen, especially when the Church's practices challenge mainstream societal norms or when its members openly confront conventional religious ideologies. In response to criticism, the Church often opts for a measured approach, emphasizing education and dialogue to clarify its purpose and dispel myths. Leaders within the Church regularly engage in community outreach to bridge the gap between public perception and the Church's true intentions, highlighting its commitment to spiritual evolution rather than conflict. The Church has significantly influenced the landscape of modern spiritual and occult movements. Its teachings on self-empowerment, individual enlightenment, and the rejection of dogmatic belief systems resonate with many seeking alternatives to traditional religious structures. This influence is evident in the emergence of various neo-pagan and occult groups, which adopt similar philosophies of inner divinity and personal transformation. These movements often draw inspiration from the Church's emphasis on the duality of existence, the balance of light and dark within each individual, and its rejection of absolute moral codes. In the broader context of modern esotericism, the Church has carved a niche as a forerunner of the self-actualization trend, where spiritual paths are deeply personalized and introspective. Its legacy is one of challenging the status quo and fostering a space where spiritual seekers can explore their innate power without the constraints of traditional religious expectations. By promoting an individualistic approach to spirituality, the Church of the Black Flame continues to inspire those who value personal autonomy and the pursuit of hidden knowledge. Its impact endures in the continued growth of esoteric traditions, which carry forward its principles of self-awareness, mystical exploration, and the quest for universal truths beyond the surface of conventional belief systems. The Church places significant emphasis on the principles of self-empowerment and personal responsibility as foundational elements of its philosophical and ethical teachings. Central to its ideology is the belief that individuals are sovereign beings, possessing the inherent right and capacity to shape their lives and destinies according to their own values and aspirations. The Church teaches that true freedom arises from the ability to make conscious, informed choices. Individuals are encouraged to take ownership of their actions, recognizing that they are the architects of their realities. Through the cultivation of self-awareness and resilience, followers are urged to embrace their personal power. The Church views self-mastery as the highest form of empowerment, enabling individuals to overcome external constraints and achieve fulfillment. The Church rejects doctrines and systems that undermine personal freedom or impose unwarranted control over an individual's life. This includes societal norms, oppressive traditions, or external spiritual authorities that demand unquestioning compliance. Personal sovereignty carries the ethical obligation to act responsibly and with consideration for the consequences of one's choices. The Church emphasizes the importance of accountability, urging individuals to learn from their experiences and grow through reflection. In championing individual freedom, the Church teaches respect for the autonomy of others. It advocates for a balance between pursuing personal goals and fostering harmonious relationships within communities. The Church regards free will as a divine gift and a cornerstone of human existence. Followers are encouraged to exercise this gift boldly, rejecting doctrines or ideologies that promote passivity, fear, or victimhood. The belief that individuals are bound by fate or external forces beyond their control. The Church teaches that while circumstances may influence a person's path, they are not ultimate arbiters of destiny. Blind adherence to authority is viewed as antithetical to personal sovereignty. The Church advocates for critical thinking and self-determination over conformity and submission. By integrating these teachings, the Church aims to inspire a worldview where individuals honor their innate potential and navigate life with confidence, autonomy, and a deep sense of purpose. If you enjoyed this content and want to stay updated with more, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and share it with others who might benefit from it. Your support means the world and helps us grow. Thank you.